Hey, what's going on, Geminis? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. We're going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. With that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have? Gemini. What's going on for Gemini? All right, Gemini. So the first thing I see is this is someone that you have a history with. I don't feel like this is something new. I feel like this is someone you have a very strong connection with, a very deep connection. This is someone, this wasn't built overnight. This is not a connection that just is new. This is a connection that it may not be a long-term thing. I mean, it could be. I feel a lot of long-term energy between the two of you, even before you even met each other. There's a very deep, deep connection here. I feel like this person feels like you're pushing them away. They feel like you're going through some changes. And one of those changes is you're shutting them out. They feel like you've put your walls up in that self-imposed prison. They feel like those changes that are happening aren't necessarily a good thing. They feel things are shifting. Honestly, feel like this person gets you on a deeper level than you may even see. Because I feel like they know what you're doing. I don't feel like you want this person to leave, but you want them to think you do. I feel like there's a lot of things going on here, and I feel like a lot of old bad habits are coming back into play. They feel like they've gotten too close, and I feel like they feel like you became uncomfortable with that. There's something very real between the two of you, and I feel like it worries you. It's easier to walk away. It's easier to push them away than to accept this type of connection. And it's not because you don't want this type of connection. It's because I feel like there's a part of you that feels like it's not real. There's a part of you that feels like they're not real. It's very deep. I feel like you hide your true feelings for this person because that's easier. You know, that moon card, keeping those feelings under wraps, keeping them submerged, not allowing them to be shown. I feel like we've lost communication somewhere along the line here. I feel like what you want to communicate with this person and what you do communicate with this person are two completely different things. There's something real here. And it's not just, this isn't something you find every day, and I feel like that can scare people. You know, I feel like on some aspects, I feel like being this connected to someone, for some people, can make them feel weak. You know, feeling like they're not in control anymore. Feeling like I feel like it's almost like you felt like you couldn't feel this way. And when you did, it scared you. You know, I feel like there's a deep connection here, and I feel like it scared you. You know, you didn't think you had these type of feelings. But when we think we don't have these type of feelings and we finally feel them, we feel this strong connection. For some people, that's when that internal struggle comes in. On one hand, we want to give to it, but on the other hand, it scares the shit out of us. You know, it scares the shit out of us to take that leap of faith. So instead of doing that, we listen to that other voice and we push. Because it's easier to push them away than to accept them in some aspects. You know, not wanting to take that leap of faith because you're afraid of where it may lead you, where you may end up, making you vulnerable. And some people don't want to be vulnerable. No matter how much this seems right, no matter how much you love that person, and I feel like there is a lot of love between the two of you, but I feel like we're not accepting that love. Because when we love someone on this level, it leaves us very vulnerable, especially when we didn't think we could love someone this much. You know, I feel like sometimes we think that we're better alone than together, because alone you can control things. You can, you can be in control. Being in a situation where you're, not as connected gives you an out. And with this, you don't see an out. It's either all in or all out. And I feel like you're choosing the latter. And be honest, they feel it as well. They know there's something else going on here. They know there's a hidden agenda. And a lot of times this could be, a situation where there could be some not being loyal or some, the Seven of Wands can mean a lot of things, but in this one here, they know you're hiding something from them. And I feel like they know what it is you're hiding. They think you're afraid to love them. They're afraid, they think that if you love them and you give them that love, that they'll misuse it. That's giving you the knife to stab you in the back with. I feel like I said, I feel like it makes you feel weak. I feel like you're pushing them away, and they feel that's what they feel from you. And it's not about somebody else. It's not about you pushing them away for somebody else. It's not about you pushing them away because you don't want to be with them. It's you're pushing them away because that's easier. You're forcing their hand here. You're forcing the end because the end is easier. They feel like this is what you want, and they will move away. They will move on. They will give you what you've been asking for. But you can't make them not love you anymore. That's one thing they're not walking away from. They're not walking away from you. I don't feel like this person isn't going far. They'll be there. Now in a situation where people like, you know, 1 million people could leave this person and they would feel, you know, they would feel lonely. But you walking away from them makes them feel alone. They're not giving up. They're just doing what they think you want them to do. You know, they're not giving up. This isn't over for them. And even though it may be over now, or maybe, you know, it may be over for ever, or not forever, but for a very long time in their mind, this is not something they're ever going to walk away from. They'll always be there on the outskirts, always watching, always waiting, because they're not afraid of this. They know what they found. They found that person they want to build a stability with. They want someone, they found their person to build a foundation with. But like I said, they feel like they're being pushed away, and they're going to do that because they love you. Guys, this is deep. They feel like this is what you want, and this is what they'll give you. But they're not going far. I mean, you could push them out of your life, but that you can't push them out of your world. You know, sometimes we meet that one person, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand is like we can feel for other people. We can have relationships where we have strong feelings for people, but when we meet somebody like this, someone that we have a real connection with, someone that's deep, someone that gets us on a level that we never thought anybody could get us, it scares the shit out of us sometimes. And sometimes we react in a different way than most people would accept. You know, sometimes we don't believe we're ever going to find true love, or we're ever going to believe, you know, we have a hard time believing that we're ever going to find someone that understands us. And, you know, and when we meet that person, not everybody reacts the same way. You know, I know Geminis, and I know one of the biggest fears in a Gemini is the fact that maybe they're not capable of this type of love, or maybe they're not, you know, maybe this wasn't destined for them. And when they find it, it's very hard to accept it, because they have so much, you know, they thought for so long that this wasn't for them, and, you know, this wasn't, you know, to find someone that finally gets you is so hard to comprehend until you meet that person. And then those bad habits come in. You know, the bad habits of when you finally start to feel something to push people away. Because it's easier to, you know, to heal yourself. You know, it's almost like you get a scratch, and that's easier to heal than a cut. You know, it's easier to not accept love than it is to accept it and regret it later. But we can't live in that thought process where we're always going to regret it. I mean, you know, we can get scratched and we can put a Band-Aid on it, and it's fine, and, you know, it will heal. But sometimes, like a stab, you know, somebody stabs you in the back because you trusted them, that shit never heals. And that can be scary. Because we feel if we turn our, you know, we give someone enough vulnerability, if we're vulnerable enough in front of someone, we give our back to them. You know, we sleep next to them, we give them the opportunity to get right in there. That can be scary. But like I said, this person isn't going anywhere. They're accepting what they believe that you want, but they're not giving up. I don't feel like they ever will. That's deep. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Some people believe they can't be loved. Or they can't be loved by the people they love. But there's always somebody out there. And a person like this is 1 in 7 billion. Someone that'll never give up on you, even when you give up on yourself. Now, this may not resonate with everyone, but for those who it does, they're not giving up. They're doing what they believe that you want them to do, but that doesn't mean you can push them away, but your arms are only so long. You can't push them too far. Not if they don't want to go. Sometimes the right person for us can know things that we don't know. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.